super back up now. And I have to
Yeah,
say,
it's changing over.
I have to say, I have to apologize for my power going out.
We're back?
I think
We are back.
We are back. Sorry about that, guys. My power literally flicked off and then flicked back on. And now we're going to play some more Card Hunter. I'm going to finish off those baddies.
Card Hunter is too much for John's power grid.
You heard it here first. Card Hunter's so good.
Are they all wondering, like...
It made me lose that encounter. That's a bummer. Normally it saves your spot, and you can just go right back to where you were. Bummer.
First complaint. First and only complaint.
Yep. Normally it's really easy to get back into the... Like, it just saves your spot. You can just, like, walk away and come back. No big deal.
Right. Well, no one expects you to completely log off because you live in a place where electricity is rare.
There's Amish people wondering what electricity is nearby.
Yeah, literally, not too far away. There are...
They're all wishing they could play Card Hunter, whatever that is.
This is not good because now you are done. I can't lose in front of everybody.
This looks very familiar. I think like I've seen this before. So those Amish people are probably wondering, like, how do I get to play Card Hunter? Whatever the hell that is. Oh, they probably wouldn't even say hell.
No, but I think they're waiting for the actual board game version that you guys are working on.
Whoa! Slow your roll there. It is a cool idea.
We have to beat this, so chat, I need your help. You guys can see my hand. You guys can see where they're at. Anytime you have some better recommendations, don't let me lose. Don't let me lose.
We should ban Alcides because apparently they figured it out.
Alright, so...
The game will hack your power grid and cut your power just in case you're about to win.
I feel like I'm going to move in here. Yes.
Wood and... Well, I guess cardboard would be considered wood.
I think it's time for another giveaway.
I think it is time for another
Yeah, I think so.
So this is another trivia. This is about members of the team that worked on Card Hunter. Blue Manchu is the name of the company. I earlier put a link in saying where you can find out information about the team. First person that can name 3 members of the team behind Card Hunter will get 10,000 pizza slices.
Not included.
I don't count.
No.
That doesn't count, but you're present.
You're the gimme. Full names, please.
Full names. Quickly, full names.
One of those counts as a full name.
That's
Yes, one of those two.
I mean, I want his real name because I know Farb's real name, and I want the real Farb's name.
You do? I don't.
Boom, there it is.
Does Richard Garfield count, Eric? He's a consulting member, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily... I don't know. I mean, his name's all over the website.
That's true.
I just realized I'm still logged in. I'm going to log myself out.
Give it to Christo.
For me, her color is like bright green, and I can't even read it.
I can't read it.
It's Christo Loki. Christo Loki. I nailed it.
Christoph Loki.
Christoph
Okay.
Loki. Woo!
Yes.
Farb's real name is Jared Woods.
I like Farbs better.
It's interesting to me that of everybody that
Sorry,
title
Farbs.
sticks with him, everybody knows him by that.
Everyone we talk to that knows him calls him Farbs. That's just what they call him.
Well, he's like Sting.
Is that actually what it is? Is he legally changed his name to Farbs?
Oh wait, did Sting legally change his name to Sting?
I think so.
Let's check. Is that a trivia question?
Is this a trivia?
Do I get 1,000 pizza slices?
Alright, I want to kill that. Oh, yes! This is everything I wanted to have happen. You get rid of That's not how that works, I forgot. Okay, so we're going to start off.
So, to sort of answer, that you die guy? I don't know.
So the question is, during the early stages of development for the game, were there ever physical pieces decks that made to playtest, or was that only done once the game was playable? And Eric said, I don't know.
I think that there were definitely some physical pieces made. And hopefully some of the other guys can chime in on Skype and make sure to let me know. Or they can just let me hang in the breeze. That's totally fine.
But wouldn't that be cool if there was like actually physical things for this? I mean,
Well, I mean, if you go to the actual website, you can see them.
Watch that sweet goddamn trailer you guys made, which is the actually
So-
playing the thing.
Yeah. Oh, the trailer is fantastic, and the pieces look really cool.
Guys, I don't think
So the pieces were made for the teaser trailer itself. I mean, if you go to the homepage, cardhunter.com, you can see them on display there, and with like, I mean, they look pretty swank. That's definitely true. Now, as far as actual
I want physical merchandise.
physical pieces, that would be cool. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. As a fan, and as someone who likes stuff, and particularly cool stuff, you know, I would totally I would spend my own money to buy all that stuff. Oh, are you getting? Oh,
Damn!
John, stop sucking.
Oh, no. I'm not gonna win this one, guys. Staying in here is a bad idea. I knew it. I always knew it. You guys want me to stay here. Oh. Okay,
So you're just too low level for this?
no,
This module?
I was doing really good the last one when my
If-
power went out.
characters are too low level. John is too low level. Ooh.
I don't like you right now. Going into this call, I thought you were my best friend. Quickly falling from that status.
I'll teach you to trust me with anything.
I'm gonna, yeah. Nope, you didn't give me that. That's not what you gave me.
I don't want too much time to go past before we've given out all this pizza. So I say another trivia question. Somebody in the chat had mentioned how beautiful the art style is. That most of the art in the game of Card Hunter is done by one person. Whoever can name the artist behind Card Hunter will win 1,000 pizza slices.
1,000 pizza slices? That's a lot of pizza.
Nice.
Boom.
I'll
also-
get your name.
One heck of a guy.
Yeah.
You just saying that.
No, I mean it.
That's true. Oh, they're chasing me now. This is. Oh. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh, man. This is pathetic. I'm alive. Look how dead I am.
I'm gonna keep trying to get Joe in here.
I don't know if he's going to be around. He's busy doing some guy stuff.
Right.
He's gone.
All right, is that Vol Op space and space squee, or is that like 2 accounts? Because I can only give him to one.
You could do a split between the two.
You can do 500 each for 2. Okay. Oh, I see. One was the name,
Oh,
the other
very
was the
excited.
reaction.
It was a written form of a audible sound.
Alright, so we could revive the party for 50 now.
Kids these
I'm
days.
just-
Actually, I don't know.
I'm just
He could be older than I am.
Alright, guys. That was embarrassing for all of us. That was embarrassing for all of us. I'm sorry.
How about a different dungeon?
Mostly just you.
Yeah, we can do a different dungeon, or we can do that multiplayer.
Some multiplayer?
Yeah, you want to do that multiplayer?
Eric, you can log in and beat John.
Oh boy.
Who wants to
All
do
right,
it?
all right.
Eric or Landon, either one of you.
I've only done one multiplayer game.
Landon it is.
I'm monitoring chat.
Alright, Eric, I guess it's you.
All right. Let me log in here. I won't be able to watch chat.
That's fine.
I will give you the questions.
All right.
Again, we have Eric Chon, the community manager at Blue Manchu. If you have any questions for him, we will give it to him, and then he'll have to answer.
All right, logging in. I'm taking up a space.
My name in the multiplayer is Fight Strike. So hello world. I think that's what you're supposed to say when you make a first program, right?
Ah, okay, I see you there. I see you there.
Guys, just real quick, how awesome is this game? How do I say my voice is low?
Hold on, I'll check it.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm turning it up. How difficult
Is there a way I can-
one multiplayer win? Probably against me, not hard. Because as we just saw, I'm not that great. Alright.
Oh boy, this is gonna be this is gonna be bad comedy.
Everyone report Mega Destructo.
Hey, you know what? I can clear my own reports, man.
Quick, everyone report him. He's a troll. Okay, so we'll create a casual game. Is that what we gotta do? Eric?
Yeah, Joe, raise your level.
Joe? Who's Joe? I'm John.
Or John.
Something epic is happening outside.
Staring at Joe's name.
Uh-oh, I just clicked something. Whoops.
Oh, did I just block you? I didn't mean to do that.
Did you just block me?
I am just kidding.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna do.
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna invite you to a game. Except for I can't invite you to a game.
All right.
There you are.
Yes, I'm right here.
I found
Hey,
you.
look for the cool icon.
We're gonna do Temple Tussle. We're gonna do it in the dining.
All right.
I thought I had you. There, boom. Create game. Did I invite you? Did you get that? Did it work?
I did not.
Alright, I'm gonna try this again. We're gonna go to. Let's go cave. Actually, no. Ranked practice. Yeah, let's do ranked practice. Mega Destructo. I just select your name, right? That's all I have to do.
I think so.
Boom. Did you get that?
Yes. Here we go. I think I need another beer. Alright, hold give me 1 second here.
Well, your dudes look way cooler than my dudes. What the hell's that about?
What?
Your dudes are
Oh, look
all-
at my guys.
I know, your dudes are all... You have death on your team. You literally have a dude that looks like death.
Are you sad?
A little bit. I want a dude that looks like
that's
death.
bad.
I got some dumb chick who's got an ankh for a shield. I don't know.
What? That's awesome.
It's not as awesome as being
Still
death.
nothing compared to the guy with the scythe
Right.
and the skull for a shield. You know, I'm gonna go ahead. If you want, to anyone who's listening, if you want these awesome guys, you know, buy some pizza.
You maybe
can
win some
unlock-
pizza. You can win some
I
pizza.
can't even finish that sentence.
How much are those figurines? How much are they for pizza?
I think they're.
It's your
what,
turn. Oh my god, go. Oh my
80?
god, oh my god, oh my god, go. Oh my god, go. It's your turn. Eric.
80 apiece, right?
Oh, wait. Oh, I was supposed to do something. All right.
This is going really well. Spark. Oh god. Yeah.
Oh, they
armor.
didn't do.
Yeah, I got armor. Check this out. Ready?
You and your armor.
Screw your cards. Hopefully I got rid of something good.
Sweet. Skull Dwarf is coming to you.
Landon, do you
with
think
that.
we should do the giveaway questions that are tied to our D&D characters, our former D&D characters?
No one's going to be able to guess anyone's character name.
It's
By the way,
multiple
the only
choice.
one
It's multiple
remember
choice. Well, I
Oh,
think
boy.
we should do the one where we do a couple of them and they have to match both of them or match all three. I think that's how we have to do
It's
it.
going to be way too complicated to
I know, but
announce
that
in the
means
type.
that means they're gonna have to work it out, man. They're gonna have to work it out. We can't make them too easy. We gotta make them work a little bit. We can give him what class and what we'll give them the information of what class and race they were, and they have to guess who was the player, who the player was.
All right. Of the people that are currently talking.
Yeah, the 3 people.
Okay.
And
So,
we can do
am I
one.
going to-
We can do one at a time if you think that'd be better, because that's 3. That's 3 trivia questions. I mean, it's multiple
But
choice. It's one of the 3. You know.
Right. So, John, do you want me to say the character's name and their class, and then ask the chat
Who they
who
think was
that
the player?
same thing
Right.
of the 3 of us,
Of
Eric,
the
John,
3
or
of us.
Landon?
Yeah. Hang on, let me.
And we'll do that.
Yeah, let's make sure all of this information is present for you to.
Yeah.
Because I think we should do race as
Alright,
well.
I just-
Race is important.
All right, I got it. I sent it in there.
Are we gonna do which D&D edition? Is that part of it? That should be.
Well, should I? I mean, I don't know if this is the class. Well, no, you just gave it away.
Ooh.
Should I just say what edition it is?
No, don't worry about it. That we up to
Alright.
Landon to decide.
Yeah.
All right, Landon, the power is yours.
All right. So I'm going to start with the first one. Whoever can multiple choice answer whose character name was Thomas Daniel Archer, a human ranger, will win with 1,000 pizza. Yeah.
God damn! First guess.
First guess.
Oh, Thomas Daniel Archer. Everyone called him Thom, and he hated it. He hated it. It was literally the worst. Literally the worst. And so he was the type of character who had a chip on his shoulder, and he had to prove it to the world. And he was so fun to play. And then I never got to play him again.
Why did he die?
No, just because that party stops, the DM quit, and he went into limbo.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, that's literally the worst. That's worse than death, right? Because his story just stops. Thomas Daniel
I'm
Archer.
just getting handles so I can get everybody's
Yep.
name played through.
Wait, you played an English architect? Yes, I did. He was related. Alright. Man, I don't like where my dude's at. So I'm gonna go over here. This is like all posturing that's happening right now between you and I, Eric.
Oh, is it?
Oh, what? That's a giant. That's a massive cone.
Alright, to continue this, we're going to do this again. You have to name whose character it is. I guess it's not really multiple choice. Well, I guess it could be. We could have multiple characters.
What
Keep
do
it
you mean?
interesting.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh,
You still
okay.
have to guess between John, Landon, and Eric.
All right, I got the name. I won't be able to update them just yet, as I'm too busy.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I should give you another.
Getting everybody's names in chat. You'll get your pizza at some other point, hopefully soon. But so this is for another 1,000 pizza slices. Name whose D&D character was named Garrick, a swashbuckler.
Do 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 do.
Zaraka got it.
Zaraka. Zaraka got it. Eric, it's your turn.
Eric was the swashbuckler. A human swashbuckler. I forgot to include the race. That might have been important.
I had a lot of good times with that guy.
Oh yeah, what was your most exciting play that you ever did with him?
With him, so we were in what plane was it?
Man, this Kona cold.
I can't quite remember.
Ugh.
It was so we had moved. We were in this entropy. It's a bunch of giant tunnels, and there's all this wind, and we saw these guys like trapped on this spider web, like all the way off in this giant vast cavern, and we couldn't get to it. So this guy, one of our guys, decided, oh, you know what? We should teleport there and help him out, cut him out of these webs. And so we proceeded to do so, and then we realized that there was a giant. There's a reason there's a giant spider web there, because there's a giant fucking spider there. It was about, as far as characters are concerned, I think it was like 100 yards away. It was pretty far away. So what my character did was he decided to let go,
Just let it
and
go.
let the wind like shoot him across. He was going to aim himself and try to land on the spider, and then attack the spider on top of them. Made the roll, barely, landed on the spider,
Nice.
and proceeded to attack him without suddenly realizing that all the hairs on the spider were poisonous. So he was poisoned. We won the encounter eventually, and he had finally gone unconscious, clinging to the back of this giant spider, poisoned to death. Poisoned. Didn't die, but got close. It was one of the less glorious moments, but it was still really fun. I still enjoyed it.
I think I have a good trivia question that we could ask in between the next character one. Landon.
All right, so we'll do the last character one.
Well, I think we should hold off. Just wait a little bit. I think I have one that we can ask in between
Right now?
right now. Right this.
Go
moment.
for it.
So I was telling the story of how I killed my party before the internet cut out on me. But I never mentioned what killed my party. What particular creature from D&D killed my party. I'm gonna name 3 options, and whoever guesses the correct one wins the prize. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, so option 1, was it a dragon? Option 2, was it a beholder? Or option 3, was it a gorgon? Do 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 do. God, I don't have anything. This sucks. Chopman is correct. It was a gorgon. A gorgon killed my party. This is what happens when your fighter does not go to the gorgon immediately, because then he gets turned to stone and he can't chase down the gorgon. So let that be a
That's
lesson.
no good.
Let that be a lesson to all. You have to get in next to that gorgon right away, or else it's going to be bad news for everybody. That's what happened. They got whittled down, and then the fighter was off fighting some random dude, and they couldn't catch up in time, and then just got kited to death.
Troutman wants to know if all the parties were all your party's stone statues for them to place in throne room.
Had they not all moved away when we started up again, I was gonna have something like that. I was gonna have all their statues kind of come back into play, like they'd go back to that same area somehow, or end up somewhere, like somehow tangentially end up there, and yeah, yep. Another reason to carry a mirror. Yeah, that's another good thing to do. Always carry a mirror. Why not? Yes. No.
So, speaking of turning people to stone, one of my favorite things regarding that was same party, though we were much lower level. We had captured a pair of cockatrices, the chickens that turned people to stone, and we happened upon this camp, and there was they had an item that we needed to grab from them. So we weren't sure how they vastly outnumbered us. We weren't sure exactly how to deal with them. So our cleric came up with this great idea, because we had the ability to turn things invisible, but obviously not much you can do with like 5 guys and just two invisible guys. So we turned the cockatrice invisible, put them into burlap sacks, and then riled them up really badly, and then threw them into the camp.
What?
And our DM, our poor DM at that time, was just like, I guess they get out of the bags. It was like, but their power still works, right? And it's like, I guess it does. So there were a bunch of really pissed off invisible chickens turning people into stone in that party. Oh, it was awesome. I think we broke all sorts of rules.
It sounds like you broke some rules.
Yeah, it was quite good. I enjoyed it.
It's your turn, Eric. Oh,
what?
Yeah, now do the chopping, right? Oh, all the armor fails. All the armor fails.
Who's winning right now?
Eric.
Eric. All right, so last D&D character question. Oh, also, I just heard from Joe McDonough. He will be joining us in about 10 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
So if you have any questions for Joe, who is the creative director and writer on Card Hunter, have them ready.
He
You can
wrote
ask
all
them.
the lines for Gary and his older
And Melvin.
lousy brother, Melvin.
Yeah, what a jerk.
All right, so last character question. The name of the character is Ingram 10. He was a dragonborn fighter. If you can name whose character that was, John, Eric, or Landon, you will win 1,000 pizza slices.
1,000 pizza slices!
That's a lot of pizza.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
you six got it.
You six got it. You six. Who's six? You six.
So yeah, Ingram 10 was a cousin of another character in the campaign that John was running with another party.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it's named after Mac 10 because the creator of the Mac 10, his last name is Ingram, but I spelled it with a Y.
Because fantasy, that's why.
So the cool thing about my Dragonborn fighter, he was a grappler, and he also fought with a what was it? He was a fencer.
Yeah, it was a rapier.
Oh yeah, it was a rapier.
He fought with a rapier.
So I would have one hand free to do things like grapple or pressing strike, and I could do a lot of grappling. And then once I got in close, I would just stab him with the rapier. But the best moment I had in the campaign when John was DMing that, we were in this area that had some like pits, and so there were like all these traps and pits, and I was fighting one guy on one side of the pit. He was closer to me, and there was two other guys on this other side of this pit. And one of the party members was close to those two, and I was close to the other one. So I did a pressing strike, or no, I think I just ran in and grabbed him, and then threw him across the other pit at the other enemies. And the act of hitting one of them, so the first one was killed because he was bleeding at that moment. And then the second one was knocked over closer to the other party member, and he got to attack him because he came close. So we with that simple move that wasn't even like a card I could play, it was just using 4th edition rules. I was able to we were able collectively to kill like 2 or 3 people.
Slippery. Yes. I want to go. Gotta contest.
I think that's one of the most exciting things of when John ever moves out to San Francisco, to the Bay Area, being able to play some D&D again.
Oh god, I miss playing D&D. I miss it terribly.
That's why you have Card Hunter.
Yeah, dude, Card Hunter is definitely filling that gap for me in big ways.
Yeah. It's one of the main reasons it drew me in. I do love D&D. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Do you play a lot of Magic
being
too,
able to
Eric?
play Card Hunter, it scratches so many itches that are really great.
What about Magic?
Well, I mean, I used to play a lot of Magic in college.
What was your go-to deck? Did you have a certain color, or was it?
Oh yeah, I had a black deck.
A black
Ralph.
deck, of course you did.
See, he's got these like skeleton characters beating you down right now.
I know. I'm well aware of what's happening. I'm not happy about it. Because that initial cone of cold, and look, I have not, and the chat can back me up on this. I have not been getting very good cards. Just gonna say.
I can't tell.
Can't tell. I mean, you could be telling if you wanted to look, but you can't. But I've been getting really bad cards. Like the worst card. Great, you got a wall of fire. Yeah, of course you got that. Typical.
It's pretty good.
Oh, is
I
it
think
good? Is it pretty good? I wouldn't know.
No,
'cause I never get
I'm
it.
fine.
I don't know. I don't like what that was just about. So I'm gonna. I've had that happen too. I've had where I got my flop and it was all like movement cards. I was like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Run away.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you keep passing. I got some things I gotta take care of over here. I got some house cleaning to handle.
all right.
Oh God, you're gonna win. Get rid of that armor. You don't need that armor, man.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty.
No,
I
you
can
don't
get rid of
need-
that.
you
Oh
don't
wait.
need it.
I
Oh.
clicked the wrong card.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you would.
Would it be? Yeah, you should move back onto this red stuff, like right over here. I think those are the victory. There are 3 extra victory squares. I think
You
should take
added
that.
3 more. Yeah, is that how that works?
That's the developer in me. You know, I've got that ability
Shut up.
to do that.
That wasn't going to see you down.
Oh. Whatever. She had like for the first beginning of this game, all she had were melee attacks. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? An elf
Build a better
with a bunch
deck.
of melee attacks.
Oh, snap. Go away.
Oh yeah, you think you can just push me away? You think that's all? I'm coming back. Whoa, whoa, ah! Of course, armor. And he heals for more than the damage I did. This game is so dumb.
Eric's cheating. He has like secret insider.
Do you see? He
stuff.
has death on his team. He literally has death on his team. How am I supposed to compete?
Are you moving him closer? Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, because I know that my chances of winning are you have 3 dudes, I have no dudes. Psych, just kidding.
Chompman says if you use heal cards on death, it'll damage him.
We're gonna be testing that in just a little bit.
Well, those dual cards,
Right.
how do those work when you put it on the other
They
character?
say they go heal first and then do damage second. But look at that, he just heals. He just heals for it. What does it even matter? What am I even doing? I don't even know. This game's broken. I'm gonna get the bounce police on this.
It is broken in that the person with the higher skill tends to win.
Damn it! Eric beat me.
There it is. There's his face rubbing it in.
Where's this? Well, what now? Now what? Do we go again?
Does anybody in the chat want to go against John?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man.
U6 wants to do it.
U6
It's,
wants to-
I think, yeah, EUSIX.
Right, is he? Is
Oh, do it up.
Are you on? Are you playing right now? With the same character name? Okay. Dude, you have... There's 2 gold stars next to your name. I don't think that's fair. This is gonna be silly. Come on.
What do the gold stars mean? Consecutive wins?
That means...
No,
that means
it's ranking.
he's got...
What does it mean, Eric?
He has a lot of numbers next to his name. He has 1313 next to his name as well. So I think those are all important things. So he has 1313. Let's see what's next to my name. Let's see. Let's see if I can find myself. Where am I? I have a 168. I think. I don't think that's good. He has substantially more rank points than me.
You don't want to be stomped? Do we have to find somebody that is closer in value?
Well, I mean, it's
Closer
bad
in skill
points.
level?
Yeah, mine's 168. Is anyone near 160?
168 is what you get after the first Gary multi-win.
Everyone was saying
that's what I have. Yeah.
Landon.
I think everybody watching right now has played a lot more
I
than
think we
John
should.
has.
I think we should play against Landon and Eric can watch the chat. I think that can happen. We can switch roles.
All right.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
What's going on now?
So Landon and I have a grudge match brewing because Landon's currently been beating me in Captain Bubble Knot. Not even by a little, but by a lot.
Handedly.
Handedly beating me.
I'm gonna say I'm the best in the world at Bubble Knot.
Have you checked recently?
Yeah, I checked earlier.
Nerd.
Hey, at least this gives me a moment to at least hand out some of this pizza.
Yeah,
to people.
hand out that pizza. Yeah.
So if you've won, check your account, and then you should hopefully be pleasantly surprised. Unless you're Chomp Man. Nope, he's fine now. And U6 is boom.
All right, John, I'm on.
All right, let me see. Let's do create casual game. Let's do bridge. What's your
Wait! You're going against Landon here.
Yeah.
We're easy.
This ain't casual. This ain't casual.
What do you mean?
You gotta rank this shit.
How do I do a ranked game with him? How do I do that?
Create a custom game.
I thought. Do I have to?
Is that-
I think it's
Because the rank just allows.
when you does play ranked game just random.
Yeah, it's just a queue, just a random queue.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then play a custom game. Yeah.
That's what we did last time. Come on, what are you doing to me?
I don't play multiplayer. I'm bad.
I know.
Well, okay, I'm clearly not the worst.
Oh, I hate everything right now. Yo, let's go play some Dota. And we'll talk. All right, we'll talk about what's going on.
I don't think I even know what that is.
You should let people. You should let people on the chat know that we're doing this, Eric, too, in the lobby of Card Hunter.
Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh crap! I logged off. Hold on.
Did you get that invite, Landon?
Oh yeah, I started monitoring the chat. There it is.
All right, I'm gonna go into multiplayer, and I'm gonna let people know. Watch this grudge match.
Watch a scrub match.
Can you spectate in game?
Yeah, you can.
That's so cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah, everyone who's watching on stream now, if they want to get more up to minute, moment to moment gameplay action, they can be in the game right now watching us play.
5 seconds sooner than what you're seeing in the stream.
5 seconds. Well, that could be the difference.
Could be.
Okay, Landon. You don't know how this game works. So I feel much more confident now that I
Right.
can probably beat you. I think guys, what should my strategy be? Should my strategy be to kill the caster first, or should I kill the cleric first? I think I should kill the cleric first.
You always clear the cleric first.
I'll always clear the cleric first.
Clear him.
Say, all
the
right,
cleric.
all right, everyone who's listening to the chat,
Say-
ready? I got one ready for you. Say, tiny boat, but say it really fast.
Tiny boat, tiny boat, tiny boat, tiny boat, tiny boat.
Fast.
No, it's toy boat.
Oh yeah, sorry. Shit, damn it. Say toy.
Jesus.
Say toy boat, but say it fast, Landon.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Yeah, it's really hard.
Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy.
Can't even say it once.
Toy.
It's it. One.
Toy boat.
Professional podcasters.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I can do what? Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. That's another one.
Is it?
Yep, and then you can do whether the weather be cold or whether the weather be hot. We'll be together no matter the weather, whether we like it or not.
Oh,
That sounds like something you practiced.
yeah.
Yeah, because I used to, because I do practice it because it's good for vocal for warm ups. Nerds.
U6 is throwing down in the chat here.
I know he is.
Yo, you guys totally need to play him.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, well, whoever wins this will have to play U6.
Well, okay, and I'll spectate. Yes, I'm gonna lose. Let's say whoever wins or loses has to play U6.
Yeah, very. That covers all your bases right there. So we're gonna have to play him if I win, yes, or lose.
Yes.
I see. Yes.
Make your move. Make your move, Landon.
Thinking.
Think less. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boy. Toy boy.
It's hard.
Check this out. No.
Oh.
Move back there. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Zippity zap. Giving me the zap business.
So, on the topic of pizza, guys,
Yeah.
what do you actually like on your pizza?
Ooh.
This is like, character stuff. You gotta know whether or not I can hang out with you anymore.
I like Hawaiian.
That's what I think of that. Yeah, I don't know if you. I,
I
don't know if you
I
caught
like
that.
Chicago. I like Chicago deep dish,
Oh god,
square Sicilian.
that's not pizza. Chicago
What?
deep dish is not pizza. That's
Yeah,
casserole.
Deep
It is.
dish
It is pizza flavored casserole, but it is delicious.
I don't like Chicago deep
delicious.
dish. I'm not a fan. It's your turn, Landon.
New,
What are you
New
gonna
York
do?
styles.
Thinking about pizza.
Yeah, I'm New York style. I prefer New York style. Thin.
You gotta
crust.
be able to fold the slice.
Yes, also crucial. And as far as toppings go, I mean, I haven't had a pizza I don't like, but I'm a fan of just like things like Supreme. I like a lot of toppings, just like straight up.
I always gotta try
Anchovies?
their
I've done
cheese
anchovies. I like anchovies. I think they're good. I think they're tasty. But I also like olives. Like I like salty things.
Olives are great.
Like
Black
feta
olives on
cheese.
pizza?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, like, my favorite right now, I generally don't like meat on pizza just because I find it's a little greasy. But I would say my favorite pizza right now is the barbecue chicken pizza.
Barbecue chicken pizza? Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's really good. That is my.
That's so good.
I love that.
And a Hawaiian pizza I think is pretty good as long as they put the banana peppers on it.
Have you guys experienced the chicken bacon ranch? Have you had that yet? Or instead of
I don't
red
think they have those on the coast.
So instead of red
Sounds like a
sauce,
Midwest.
instead of red sauce, it's ranch underneath the
Oh, yeah.
cheese, and then it's chicken and bacon and tomatoes.
I don't know if I can get with the ranch.
It's not a lot of ranch. It's just like a little bit. I mean, a proper
Alright.
pizza doesn't have a lot of sauce. Like sauce is just there for flavor.
See, I like a sweet sauce. I mean, that's kind of like how that's kind of like how the thin pizzas do it.
Yeah, I mean, like
Good.
white pizzas. Like
That sounds interesting.
Like U6 is saying, I like white pizzas. Fuck yeah, those are good.
Yes, yeah, white pizza. Capers on a pizza from Waffle Eater. That sounds interesting. I would definitely try that. I like capers. I think capers are good. I like them in a sandwich.
When I got married, the caterer we had in like the location, the catering hall, was called Capers. And it was very good.
Did they serve capers with everything?
No, but on the salad they did fried capers as part of the salad.
Fried capers. I've
Yep.
never had that.
Yep, they
That
flash
sounds good.
they flash fry them and then they serve them up.
U6 has some good advice there for you guys. I tried to tell you. You gotta stand under red victory squares.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's true.
It's double points.
I
Double
think
points.
that's a lie. But see, I'm also a big fan of just like sometimes because I like the higher quality pizzas, but sometimes I like just like really doughy, cheap, cheesy pepperoni and cheese pizza, like greasy with shake some Red Hot on there, get a like 2-liter of Coke, and just go to town on it. Like,
I don't know. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. You're right. I haven't. No, I will say this. I have eaten pizza that I could not stand, and it was from Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
I can't eat that. I don't even know what that is. It's terrible.
it's no longer pizza. It
terrible.
is beyond pizza at this point.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what it is. They do other stuff okay. But
Man, my
here's the thing: like out in California, I'm gonna have a hard time trying to find like good pizza.
why?
I don't think they do pizzas that much out here.
You have to switch to burritos.
You're in LA,
Oh.
aren't you?
Oh, I'm near LA. I'm south of LA.
Burritos and tacos are the jam
Oh,
in
yeah.
California.
Oh my god, they're so good out here. It's ridiculous.
What
The shrimp tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
I like fish
unbelievable.
tacos myself.
Those are good. Those are really good out here too. They do like a black and mahi mahi. It's good stuff out here. There's a really good ramen out here too. If you like,
Yes.
if you're into
Actually, I went to my
There's really
first.
good food in California.
I went to my first ramen
Just
joint
general.
in New York City, and that was incredible. I love
Oh, it's so good.
ramen. Yeah. Peanut butter pizza. That sounds incredible.
I've had a peanut butter.
What's all on it? What's all on peanut butter pizza?
Yes, the
I need to know
peanut butter
more.
burger is fantastic.
What's all on a peanut butter pizza? I need to know this. So
Peanut butter?
In Oakland. I'm close to that. I could go get some peanut butter pizza.
Did you know that Oakland was in the top? I think it was in the top 15 most dangerous cities in the U.S. rated.
I am not surprised.
Yeah, it's shaping up, man. All the poor art students are moving there. So
Oh, I love Oakland. I mean, yeah, I could get home there or whatever, but it's like an exciting place. There's a lot of really cool. I mean, beyond that, but it's like a convergence of really cool stuff. There's a lot of art there. There's a lot of variety of like food, like different types of people. It's not homogenous at all. And that's what I like about it.
right, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Keyword is yet.
Look, where I'm living right now, it's pretty Irvine.
Yeah, it's like nowhere.
I mean,
Oh,
there's a lot of
you're close to Randy's Donuts.
Randy's Donuts.
Oh my god, you have to go there.
Wheels,
I went-
Wheels
my
won
wife and I went to
1993.
this
That's a
place.
really good
Oh,
question, and I think when Joe gets here, we'll ask him because I think
Joe is here.
he's here.
Yeah, I'm
Ask
adding
Joe
him to
that
the call.
question.
Is he on the
Yep,
call?
he's getting added right now.
You need to go, Landon. It's your turn.
So I'm doing stuff.
Joe,
Hey
are you
guys,
Oh, it's
I'm
Joe.
here? Joe.
Joe.
guys, how are you?
I'm doing
Good.
well. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm so late.
Oh, it's
No, that's
fine.
fine.
So we have a question
I've been
for
holding
you
it down.
right off the bat. You ready for this question? This
Wow.
person has one complaint about the game.
Okay.
It's that items are barely worth selling. What was the design choice behind that?
God, there's no warm up with you guys, is there? There's no, there's no kind of take me out for dinner. There's no fucking foreplay. It's just straight into it. Well,
No, look, see,
so
I filled all the soft questions. So
He took all the
Sorry.
soft ones, so you got to blame Eric. For
you did.
that.
Eric, hello, Eric. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
That was do you know the concept of a hospital pass in sport? Do you have that in American sport? Maybe it's a British sport thing. When I used to play rugby, there was a concept of the hospital pass, which is somebody throws you the ball just as some enormous bloke is about to completely flatten you, and so that's got. I think you just threw me a hospital pass. All right. So what's the question again? So the guy feels that loot is relatively worthless, does he?
Well, it's not worth selling. It's not worth selling it to the vendor
It's so good.
because it's so good.
Well,
He
here's
does-
the thing.
okay,
so
Joe,
here's
Joe,
something
real
which
quick, Joe, real quick.
he
He does
Yeah.
want to say that he really, really loves the game.
That's okay. That's okay. It's not flawless. It's not perfect. But so one thing that's really important to note, and this is not at all clear, and we're guilty of not teaching you this, is that there is a modifier on the cost of goods in shops based on your level. And so if you're trying to buy something, so if it's at the start of the game, everything that's really powerful looks unbelievably expensive. So that's a really important thing. So if you're a level 1 character trying to buy a level 18 piece of gear, you're going to go into the shop and you're going to sell your piece of equipment for like 5 gold pieces, and you're going to look at this amazing legendary item that costs you 50,000, and you're like, these guys are jokers. They don't know what they're doing. and so that's the reason. That's a balancing feature, and that's to make sure that you don't just jump ahead, and you actually, we really want you to get the loot by playing the levels. We don't want you to get the loot by buying it in the shops necessarily. So that's something that's really important to factor in. Now we did a lot of people complained about this in a beta, and so one of the things we did was first of all, we added treasure. So you can get all these things like garnets and diamonds and idols and things that you just sell for gold. That didn't exist originally, and then people complained because they felt that wasn't worth enough, and so we actually made that stuff a lot more valuable. So it's very interesting. I was just looking at a thread online about a guy. I was in our forums, and there was a guy that thinks he's made 5,000 gold pieces in 4 days.
Oh, I saw that.
So there's a big, yeah. I think he had a bit of luck, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just a bit.
He had a bit of luck. I mean, it's not. This is not perfect. The economy of a game like this is a very difficult thing to figure out. But really, the goal was to encourage the player to play adventures and get stuff through the adventures rather than trying to buy it all in the shops. However, I just thought of another thing we added, which actually made this a lot easier. Which is John and I. One of our many fearsome arguments was at Christmas because I felt that the loot shops, the shops used to change every day. The contents of the shop used to change every day, and I felt that. That was a real missed opportunity because what I wanted was for people to be able to play the game and go, oh wow, I'm really stuck. I want this thing in the shop. I really want that thing. And so therefore to allow them to have a goal and to aim for that goal and then to be able to grind towards that goal. And that's why the shops are on a weekly rotation rather than a daily rotation they used to be. So I'm making lots of excuses here to try to explain the problem, and I have some sympathy with this gentleman or lady because it's you go in the shop and these things are expensive, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I think those are all really good decisions, though, that make it seem like it's not like you guys are just like, nah, we'll make it so it's cheap so that they have to grind more. But no, it seems like it's really it's thought out, and I like the fact that it is like a weekly thing because it gives you that goal. I think that's
like a mission, isn't it?
Right. Well, because I think that's critical for most games now is to have some sense of progression and some sense of that there is these small objectives that you're always working towards, right?
Yeah. And we'd like to have more, to be honest with you. Like one of the things that didn't go in that we wanted to add was an achievement system, right? I think I talked to you about it. So PAX, almost like a quest system. I was, like you imagine every day you come on and there's a quest. It says, kill 25 kobolds today and you'll win item X. You will get Kobold Slayer, which has these cards. And I think having a bunch of achievements and quests like that would be really awesome. Like I'm trying to think of I played, which one was it? Gears of War 3. Did you play that game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really, what I really liked about Gears of War was the achievement system. There were all these random quests I was constantly trying to achieve, do all these random things, which I didn't really care about per se, but because they gave me new stuff. And I guess that's, I guess the quest system is such a sort of stock in trade of MMOs, and it's such an incredibly powerful psychological force because apparently, if you give someone a task, they're much more likely to do it just by the very fact that you've given them a task. We are instinctively, we are task completers.
Right. We want to make lists and then cross things off of lists.
Yes, there you go. We do. Which is really fascinating, isn't it? Because what it means is when it's good, it can be amazing. But what it also means is it's exactly the kind of mechanic that can be completely abused by really kind of sketchy practitioners of the dark arts of social games, and you can end up creating these bloody Skinner boxes where people are doing all these quests even though they don't care about the quests or what, they don't know why they're doing it. They're just doing it because they want to complete it, because they feel the need to be a completionist, right?
Right.
Here's an interesting thing. One of the things we did, actually, to that point, was we had, in this game, there's something like 1,400 items. And originally, even a month before we went into beta, we had 2,000 items. And we actually took 600 items of the game out and parked them. We're sitting on them. And the reason why is because we were concerned that this would, there's a whole breed of gamer that's a completionist. Somebody who needs to do everything and have everything. And I think we were a bit concerned that we would be creating some pathological behaviours in our player base, because they're 2,000 items, right? So yeah, you got to be. I mean, I'm talking a lot, but you got to be responsible, right? You got to be aware that the difference between doing something because you're enjoying it and doing something because you feel compelled to do it is really fine, and you got to be aware of it. I think as a game designer.
Well, I think people probably hearing that's that's reassuring that you guys are thinking about that. It's not like this from this very malevolent place where you're like, we're gonna get these chuckleheads. We're gonna, we're gonna skin them.
We're not smart enough to do that, unfortunately. But it is really interesting because I think there's so much that's going on that people are really skeptical. I'm like, wow, I think I think games have gone into a bit of a dark place in the last few years.
I think it's just very easy. It's very easy to be cynical. You know what I mean? It's very easy to look at the landscape and be like, "Oh, great, another Zynga or another, whatever you want to say."
Yeah, because I guess the way I would characterize it is that the space between video games and gambling machines has narrowed dramatically over the last couple of years, and I think it's because the things that make the things that we enjoy, are kind of can be pathological to us, and there's a spectrum of those behaviours, and so the difference between playing a video game and sometimes some of these other things is probably smaller and less pronounced than we feel comfortable with it being, and in the wrong hands it can be used for bad things. It's sort of it's what I call nuclear power. It can be a force for great good and great evil. God, that sounds like something from a comic, doesn't it? Yeah. It sounds like something from Peter Parker or something. I just caught myself being pompous. Right, where are we? So you guys are on Twitch TV. Send me a link. I want to check out what's going on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Right now, I mean, Landon and I are battling for supremacy now.
Let me see. I need to watch this so I can.
You can make fun of us.
Offer encouraging words.
There's nothing encouraging happening here. Let
me have a look.
It's a bunch of
I can't
idiots
tell
bubbling about
one from the other because they all have the same miniatures. They should get some new ones.
I'm winning. I think I am now winning. Yes, I'm officially now in the lead.
I'm gonna. What? Can one of you send me a link to it? That would be.
We just sent it to you in Skype.
Okay, I've got about 15 damn Skype things going on here. Oh, okay. We'll help if I was looking in the right place. All right, here we go.
Oh, you punk. Check this out, Landon.
It's not looking good.
Is it not? Let me have a look. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay.
No. There's a lot of people clustered, and I think John's the one with the extra guy.
Yeah.
I got two extra guys, not just one extra.
Beating me handedly.
Yeah.
Two? Oh.
Yeah. So this is making up for you crushing me last game, Eric.
That was.
Oh yeah. So Joe, I won.
Oh, good. Well done. So how does this work? So do these poor guys have to listen to us talking as well as watching us play?
Yeah, they have to do both. But we're doing giveaways, Joe. We're asking trivia and we're doing giveaways.
Yeah. Actually, Joe, if you want to think of any trivia over the course of this conversation, we have 4 more giveaways to do.
Okay.
4 or 3, yeah. And we got to start rifling through them.
So one second, I noticed that U6 is about to be very disappointed because in the chat window he says, "Hi, John." He's very excited.
Well, no, because he knows after this I have to play him. He's going to crush me.
Oh, he's talking to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to hurt. I know that, but I won. Yeah. I'm a winner.
Yeah.
You are. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So trivia. So I need to think of some trivia questions, do I?
Okay, so I'm gonna
I
find.
can think of a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, I'm gonna find
I can-
U6. and
It
we're
could
gonna-
be about any member of the team of Card Hunter. It could be anything about from our interview that we discussed. It could be anything about Card Hunter.
It's got to be about Dungeons and Dragons, surely.
But we've asked quite a number of dragons, but we actually asked people to guess who our characters were, and so it's going to be too easy for everybody to pick yours since you're the only person remaining. But Joe, what was your last D&D character? Like his name and class?
Oh, it's embarrassing. I have two, and one is really embarrassing because it makes me sound like a serial killer, and the other one was super cool until something bad happened. So I'll start with a serial killer variation, and you've got to remember this was a much loved character who transcended many generations of role playing. From when I started, when I was 8 or 9, and he was a half troll warrior called Slasher, which
Naturally.
and you know it's kind of. Slasher makes me sound like a fucking serial killer, doesn't it? And
Basically, what D&D characters are.
They just
well, he is. You're
killing
right.
everybody.
They're sociopaths, aren't they? They're going to just killing everyone, and stealing all their loot. And,
All right, guys. So real fast, I just started playing against U6. That's what you're seeing on the stream. He has an all-dwarf party. So oh no, I think we're in trouble
Just hold on,
already.
wait for him. What's he got? He's got a priest, has he, and 2 warriors. What's going on? Let's see what he's
a
got.
wizard and 2 warriors. So I don't like this already.
Wizard, 2 warriors. Interesting.
He's got like the Smash Brothers happening over there. I don't want to get anywhere near them.
Ooh, heating the chat in the lobby of the multiplayer is heating up.
Is it? So how many people do we have hanging out in the chat and watching this? What does it show us?
We have
25?
27 people watching currently.
Look at that. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, is this your first live stream, Joe?
No, it's not. I stumbled accidentally in one recently, and it's quite amazing how the world is moving on. And I'm feeling a bit sad at the moment because I was 40 on Monday last week.
What's sad about that?
Well, because I'm old. How old are you, lad?
I'm 30.
You see, so you can be philosophical about this. 'Cause it's a far distant concept, isn't it? Rather than a reality. Okay, so I'm.
Oh, Landon, it sneaks up on you.
That's like so far in the future.
No, I used to think so too when I was 30.
You've taken a commanding position here. Who's playing? Is it you, John, or is it Landon?
No, it's me. And this is I think I'm in
U6
for
is
some
already
trouble.
beating him.
Yeah. See, as soon as you see icons that look different, that would be U6, most likely.
Yep.
Okay, U6 is he's a shark, isn't he? He's hustled you. He's hustled you, haven't you, U6?
Yeah.
And we already gave him 1,000 pizzas, so.
Oh, you
Yeah.
have you? Okay.
Yeah. This is
There's no need for the hustling.
right. Yeah. This is just
This
to
is
make me
the
feel
trap,
bad,
isn't it?
This is to make me look really bad. I used to think I used to really like this game, but after tonight, I might never play the game again. This is what might happen.
You know, I'm telling you, multiplayer is not for the faint of heart. Like, you know, I went in to a couple. I'm obviously in the game all the time, and I thought, I'll just play a quick game of multiplayer. I think last Friday, and seriously, the game was over in a minute, I think, and I was humiliated and enraged and angry and swearing, and I would take this game really seriously. And so you've got to come prepared. You've got to bring your A game.
I
Who's
did not.
the best? Who's the best at Blue Manchu? At playing
John.
Card Hunter.
John, no question. John, unsurprisingly, by country mile. I was like, Ben Lee, who's the artist, and I talk about this all the time. Like, one of my problems of working at Blue Manchu is it makes me feel like, an intellectual midget working with John Che. And I really, it's great and it's awful. And I was having a conversation with Ben a couple of weeks ago. I thought, is there anything we can beat John at? Like anything in the world? Like anything I'm better than John at? And then I realized probably the only thing I'd be better at him is fighting, actually having a punch up with him. That was the only thing I could think I could beat him at, because he's better than me at everything else. And it's kind of, a bit annoying sometimes. But he used to beat the hell out of us in Alpha, actually. I mean, I don't know how much he goes on now because he's working so hard to keep this thing together. But, he's really an amazing player. Because he's got the brain the size of Connecticut. I mean, I'm not stupid, but John makes me feel stupid.
That was an interesting analogy. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say.
Brain the size of Connecticut.
Yeah.
So we need some trivia, guys. We need some trivia.
Yeah, Joe, if there's any trivia that you might think of, any members of the team, anything that you can think of from our interview, anything that you could like give to the people watching.
I can. But is it need to be, people can rush off and search on the internet. Okay, I'm going to think about something. So, okay, what was the first game that John Che worked on at Looking Glass? There you go. How about that?
That's a
I
good
can
one.
answer
That's
that.
good. That's good.
Oh wait, no, I shouldn't.
I better get it right, actually.
Oh,
Better make sure you know what it is. Better make sure that you know the correct answer.
the answer is we don't know.
This is
I
a
already
trick
lost my
question.
first
I'm
character,
gonna-
guys. This is not good.
Okay, I'm
I'm
gonna check.
sorry, John, but U6 is
He's hustling me. I
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Oh, this is
Team
this
shift.
is painful to watch.
Completely destroying you.
Oh,
He's about. This is what happens to me whenever I go into Card Hunter, and you know, I have to fight very hard not to go into my account and
this is
go into
gonna
my
be
dev
bad.
account and
This
add
is
all
gonna
these
be bad.
juicy items.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
No, it's not System Shock or Thief or Bioshock, fellas.
You said it was sort of a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question. No, so System Shock was the first. System Shock 2 was the first game that Irrational. So, Irrational Studios grew out of Looking Glass, and that's because Ken Levine, John Che, and Zimu. I don't even know what Zimu's full name is. We'll come back to it in a minute. All worked at Looking Glass, and then they went on
see
to
what
set up.
happened? Are you guys seeing what's
Spears
happening to
Force
me?
is also
Are you watching
Okay.
what's happening?
Okay.
He won. He already won. I already lost.
It's like a 6-minute game.
Okay, I'm gonna give Chumpman the award there because it was Flight Unlimited. He said Flight Unlimited too, but Terra Nova.
Oh, I remember that game.
We're gonna have to go to the judges here. I'm gonna have to interrupt John Che from coding hard to get. I can say, John, look, we've got some. Drop all that server nonsense. I've got
I think
something
I'm
very
now a
important to
dwarf
sort.
believer. I'm a believer in the all dwarf party.
Well, I wouldn't personally.
That
I've
just
had my
crushed
problems
me though.
with-
Did you see how that just messed me up?
I was kind of. I couldn't look, to be honest.
No.
With you. It was kind of. It was kind of like a train wreck, you know.
I'm gonna go sulk back to single player.
U6 think. Do you see that quote? U6 thinks that you were going easy on him.
Humoring.
Quote now. I had to put that Melvin quote in because people were complaining it was too hard. So they were like, "Look, you need to make sure that people know this is really hard." And so I had Melvin saying, "Look, this one, some players will wimp out of this one." Right.
Okay.
So Chompman 1, Jonathan Che, he worked on Flight Unlimited.
Yeah, he worked on Flight Unlimited, and I'm pretty sure.
Man, Jumpman already won once already.
Chompman, I'm giving it to Chompman because that was pretty awesome. Yeah, they worked on Flight Unlimited, and then he did a bunch of code on Terra Nova, and then he and Ken worked on this. I think it was they were doing a Star Trek game for a bit, and then of course they worked on Thief, which was really cool because Ken came up with an idea for Thief, and John worked as a programmer on it, which is pretty amazing in my book. And then. And then they decided foolishly that they wanted to set up their own company, which they did with Irrational. and then, the rest is history. Okay.
When did you meet Jonathan Che for the first time?
I met John Che in 2004 in Australia, and I, it would be nice to suggest that my wonderful career has been the product of deep strategic thinking and planning. But actually, when I look back on it, it's all been pure good fortune. And I was, I basically went to Australia because I got really fed up with living in England with the constant rain, and I went to Australia.
So you moved to Seattle.
Well, yeah, okay. There was also. Yeah, just when I thought I got out, they dragged me back in.
That was the tactic.
It was a slight deviation from the plan. But yeah, so I went to Australia to drink beer and watch cricket, and I fell in love with it. And I tried to get a job, and the only place I could get a job was Canberra. And if you've been to Canberra, you know that you don't. Well, how can I describe Canberra? Canberra is. It's full of politicians. There are no humans there. It's like Twin Peaks. People there. I'm going to get slated by somebody Australian now. And I had this job for what was not a very successful company at the time. And I realised there was one other games company in town, and it was Irrational. And I went and had lunch with John and his crew. And then they invited me over board games over there. Which is kind of bizarre that Irrational was in Canberra. I mean, because everybody thinks of Irrational like Bioshock, System Shock 2, and they're like, oh wow, awesome, amazing, great company. And there was a studio in Boston and then a studio in Canberra, Australia. I mean, where's that? I don't know what an American equivalent that would be. Where's like in the middle of the country where nobody really lives and there's nothing? Kansas, Pennsylvania.
Right where John lives.
What? Okay.
Apparently,
Whoa.
apparently they don't have really good electricity over there.
Hey.
They haven't quite figured it out.
Whoa.
Joe, could you
Careful, Eric. There'll be an internet out. There'll be like Adam North, you know.
Oh, Dorian would like us all to remember John's crowning achievement, which was British Open Championship golf.
you worked on that?
That is so great. Story. I love it. This is a problem with working with people for a long time. They won't allow you to bury your skeletons, right? Like, they remember all the things. Like, so Dorian has been working with John for like since the dawn of time, actually. But since before video games were designed. Now, Eric, weren't you and Dorian having a surreal conversation about like the Jurassic era of computing on Skype last night?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, because I was telling him about the very first computer I actually learned how to use and learn BASIC on, which was there are a lot of people can guess it. Oh, how about this? How about this as trivia? If anyone can guess what it is, obviously if they don't, then we'll just move on to another piece of trivia. But if anyone can guess what my very first computer that I learned how to program BASIC on was, then I'll give you 1,000 pizza, and then I'll give you some of my pizza. I'll give you an additional on top of that, because I don't think anyone will get it.
It was a Tandy.
Nope.
You're actually playing this in totally the opposite way of which it was designed. It's very interesting to watch this.
Oh, me?
So this was one of the most. This is probably the most complained about level during the beta, the Gleaming Cavern.
No,
Because
this is not it. This is not my most complained about. The reason why I'm playing it this way is because I always kill the caster first. That's always my mentality is to always kill the caster first.
Well, that's not a bad idea, but then you're supposed to really split up and go left or right and take one at a time.
You never split the party, man. What?
No.
You Scooby-Doo that shit. Come on.
You go to the left with your whole party, you go to the right with your whole party.
Oh no, I wanted to, but I didn't have the movement cards to back that up.
Cards. I actually nerfed this level and I killed. Sorry, Dorian. I know Dorian's listening because this is one of most of these levels are done by Dorian, by the way. So you should pat him on the back. And this was fiendishly hard for people, and so we had to take a couple of the kobolds out, which was quite sad actually.
Yeah. Hey
How
Joe,
many were there before?
Can you do me a small favor? Can you, if you're wearing a headset, could you move the mic slightly away? Because sometimes when it's peaking sometimes.
Is that better?
Yeah, that sounds better.
Better? Okay, there you go.
Awesome.
I think we took at least one from it. I can't see. Is it 3 at the top of each group? Yeah, I think there were 5 originally.
Yeah, there
were 5.
Yeah, there's 3 of each. Yeah.
There were 5 Avengers and 5 Spearmen, and they were ass kicking.
Yeah, that is what they do. That's accurate.
I think this is a rather good level though, because I think it's about obviously using the terrain to your advantage, using the rubble to move to sort of get away from them, but also
except for when you get cornered.
But all of these are about using the area effects stuff, like using shot and the area effects stuff. The hardest problem we've had, I think, with this game is really that because it looks like a tactics game. Is that you, Eric? Eric, are you typing furiously in the background?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I am. I'm typing in the chat.
How dare you do that while I'm talking?
At least it's not a mechanical keyboard. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
That's usually my job, actually, is loud. It's a loud typer. But no, the thing that I was saying is that because it looks like a tactics game, people don't really sort of think of it as a collectible card game. And
Right.
I wouldn't describe myself as a CCG player. I'm a novice, really. But one of the things that I had to really learn about playing CCGs is that the game is as much about building your deck as it is
Right.
about actually playing the game. And so Card Hunter was really designed along these lines, which is that you have to rebuild your deck every time for every battle. And I had a really interesting experience because I was blasting through the early levels last week, and frankly being a little bit cocky about it because you can imagine how many thousands of hours I've played. And I went into a level with the wrong build out, and I got my ass handed to me. And so then of course I went back and I did the right build out, and I just walked straight through it. And so if you don't know that that the deck building is a hugely important component of the game, it can be really frustrating because you expect it to progress in a very linear fashion as it would not as it would in a sort of a more traditional RPG. Now you look like you're about to lose this, aren't you? That's why you got quiet.
It's not looking great. It's not looking great, but I think...
You can still do it.
Now, why are you not using your Unholy Frenzy card, my friend? Why did you not use that?
Why did I not use it?
It's too late now.
It's too late now because I'm taking too much damage.
It's a great card.
I'm gun shy when with the demonic cards.
Too late now. Yeah,
I know,
Too late
the
now.
Unholy
No, you gotta spam that stuff.
I know, but I'm always gun shy. I'm always like scared that it's gonna bite me in the ass.
You didn't attack? You didn't bludgeon? Okay, yeah. I mean,
I did,
so when you
gave him
play a
the
good
business.
player, like when I play someone like John, like that's, I play in a very sort of bread and butter sort of fashion. I kind of have a very agricultural style. I'm all about getting in, beating the snot out of people, and winning. But if you play these sneaky bastards like John, they really use those buff cards, and to great effect. So.
Oh, he's one of those kinds of players.
Have you played him, Eric?
I have not.
You don't.
I should.
No, don't.
If I want to feel bad about my life, maybe I should.
Oh no!
All right, so I'm just going to answer this question because everyone guessed an Amiga, TRS-80, which I did have at one point, Apple II, C64. I wish I had a C64. No, I had an Epson QX10. Did anyone ever realize Epson used to make computers?
No.
You learned to program on a printer.
Yeah, it was an actual computer. It was a green screen, and it didn't run DOS because DOS wasn't out when they first came out. It ran CP/M.
Wow.
So here's one of my top tips for people playing early in the game and getting stuck. And I shared this with Eric last week. This is something I really didn't notice when I played the game for the first time. Is that in one of the slots, I think in your divine item slot, if you don't with a priest, if you don't fill it, you get the default is to get 3 Wavering Faith cards, and I think Wavering Faith is one of the best cards in the game. And,
I just got rid of a bunch of cards because I was that
dude,
aren't any good.
No, you see, that's right, and that's what's so clever about the card design is that the cards that look crap when you first look at them are usually amazing if you can figure out how to use them. And so Wavering Faith is great because it generally you use it to force your opponent to discard armor cards, which is brilliant, right? It's brilliant because all these early things, particularly say the trogs, that's what people really struggle with is the armor. And so if you can get something that makes them discard that, you're in good shape. Okay, you're in good shape here.
I know. I'm feeling really good.
This could be a famous victory if you play your cards right. Oh, you're not like that.
Oh,
You just funnel down that hallway.
Dude, what are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. You had a better plan than I thought you had. I thought that was an accident.
No. I have a plan.
I love the outraged tone in Landon's voice.
Did you see the trash talk that Landon just posted in the chat there?
I have a plan because all right. No, let me explain. So these spearmen, they have spears that gives them a reach, right? So I need to get to the corner so they can't poke me from afar because my stronger attacks are 1-to-1. I need to be right next to him. So now I can able bludgeon this dude
Got it, dude.
Shazama.
You
He's
got
gonna
it.
hit me, and I'm gonna block. I'm not. No.
This is the perfect game of Card Hunter, right? Like he's gone right down the wire.
No, you got it. You got
He's
it.
gonna
Oh,
That is a perfect game
All
of
I
Card
needed.
Hunter, right?
All I needed was the armor to
Sorry?
work.
That's it, man. There you go. Perfect game. It came down to the last carrot. That means we balanced the game, doesn't it? Right? That means it was balanced. Good work.
So you need some wavering faith, right?
John, do you
Yeah.
want me to send you some flowers?
The worst part is that I got past all of this already, and then my power went out and screwed everything up. Okay, round two, guys. So
This is why I think he lives in a third world country.
I'd go and beat the sniper. Oh, no, I'm not going to tell you what to do.
I'm going.
Actually, I
Oh,
am.
he
but-
needs it.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way and avoid all those.
So these guys are.
To you.
See, these guys are really powerful, but they're very vulnerable, right? So,
Right.
if you can get that first attack on these guys, then you're going to cream them, right? And it's good to take them out. Now look at the bad medicine as well. Like bad medicine is a great.
It's a great
icon.
spell. Yeah,
People
yeah.
look
'Cause
at
I'm gonna do it
and
like
go,
right there.
What the hell?
Boom.
Well, right, because he's got. See, if you used it on, say, someone with full health, there you go.
It just
It's
does
perfect.
damage.
Does two lots of poison, does 4 damage. So here you go. You've got this. You're gonna get it this time.
I'm gonna get it
man.
this.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna cream
I'm actually.
them, right?
I sort of know what I'm doing in this game. It just doesn't ever look like it. I'm practicing my hustling game. Is what's happening.
You are. You're lulling your next opponent into a full sense of security.
Right. Yeah, like that game against Usyk, that was just totally part of the con. That's the long con.
That's a very long con.
It's the
we got
very long
Alcides.
con.
It's a lifelong con, isn't it?
So Alcides is asking in the chat window, I've heard people mulling about co-op. It's such a glorious rumour true. So what I can say is that and Eric has just put that, is it's the number one thing that people ask of us for this game. And I think that for me, the thing I would love more than anything is a game of Card Hunter where you and I are playing through a series of really tough missions, basically a raid, in order to get to a boss monster who's going to drop a legendary once every 5 or 6 playthroughs. I think that would be gaming Card Hunter perfection for me. So we want to do it. We just got we've got to get this bit right first. So we'd love to do it. Got to figure out how.
Joe, I mean, I guess you guys are kind of like just taking care of the number of people that want to play right now and making sure everything is balanced and everything. But is there, like, you guys have something that you're like working towards, and like, how often do you think things will be updated?
Well, it's a good question. We don't really know the answer. I mean, I had a conversation with John last night about doing some new stuff, and conceivably, we have a bunch of stuff that we did that didn't go in the game. So that's the first thing I said earlier. We've got items and we've got cards. What kind of cards didn't go in the game? I have built a bunch of adventures that didn't go in the game. But the question is, what do we do and when do we do it? And of course, what's really taking up our time right now is that we're just trying to get the game running satisfactorily for the people who are playing. And we've really struggled to, accommodate all the people who want to play, which has been amazing. I mean, it's been terrible, but it's been amazing. I mean, I'm such a negative bastard. Like I first went, my God, there's all these people having to queue. I'm so pissed off. Which it does piss me off because I want people to be able to play the game. But the truth is that there's no point in doing more stuff or doing anything extra until we've got a meta game that everybody can play as soon as they want to play it, and all the bugs are fixed, and and it performs to very high quality in terms of there's no. We're not there yet on any of those things, so that's what our priority's been. However, we've got to start working. We've got to figure out what the next step is going to be. And John and I did have a little conversation about some stuff, so I'm already thinking about what we could do next. interested to see what people want to see next. Obviously, co-op would be amazing. That's going to be a very major chunk of work. I'd be interested.
That's a huge component.
It's a lot of work, yeah. So why don't people put in chat if people are interested? Let me know what you think we should be working on. I'd be very happy to.
Oh, we did get a question from U6. He says, Joe, right now campaign seems a little too isolated. A public chat where they could get advice or just hang out and talk while playing campaign modules would be much appreciated. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I think that's a very well observed point. It does feel isolated, doesn't it? But I think the problem. I think that's really as a result of the history of the game. And I would say that as a whole, the game today doesn't do a great job of the social element of the social element. I think we need to put a lot of work into that, and so I think probably we've got a very bare bones sort of social game, and we need to add a lot more features to it. We need to add sort of friends lists. We need to add all kinds of stuff to it, and I think it would make sense probably to extend that to the campaign as well.
Yeah.
Because I actually think, I hope this doesn't change, I think one of the best things about Card Hunters is the community. It's full of really nice people who are generous, really want to help each other out, and are really friendly and warm. So I think it would be great to extend that as deep into the game as possible. So what do we got? I'm looking at the comments. People could hang out and ask for advice. This is Christoph Locky, and I'm only struggling to read that because it's in a...
It's very bright.
Oh yeah, it's a very green. It's very green.
I applaud you, Crystal Lovey on the quality of that green, but you put people could hang out and ask for advice on how to beat certain classes. Would probably be a good way to build community, maybe a little like trees and imagine. Well, I don't know. I think it would be. I mean, it could be a great way to build a community. I mean.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't think it's cheap. Swapping tactics and things like that. Definitely not. I mean,
yeah,
it's all about I mean, this elevates just kind of the group process of building that community, like getting people together. I mean, that's just asking for advice.
I think it'd be awesome to be able to like share your decks. Like, this is my loadout, and here's where I'm at. Just so like maybe it's kind of hard to like take a screenshot of what your characters are having.
Oh, I'm floundering so bad. Oh my god.
John. I'm sorry. This is.
Sorry, stop watching.
I'm floundering so bad. I know I don't do it, but I had to. I had to go out like a boss. It's so awful. I think I'm gonna go back to map. I think I need to work on my deck. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, you haven't got a deck. Why don't we work on your deck? Why don't you pull it up? Have you done this yet? Let's pull it up because this is a huge part of the game, right? Let's
take a look.
Let's take a look and see what we're doing. So what have you got? You got the golem thing.
John, you need some help.
So what?
It feels so silly because I got past this before. I got past it. I wasn't stuck here, and now I'm stuck here again.
So what do you think the problem is? And that sounds like school, doesn't it? But what's the problem there? How are you trying to attack it? Like,
I think I need to drop. I think I need to drop the fire stuff off my mage. I think I need to go back to having a lot of ranged attacks, like a lot more of the zaps, a lot more damage output. So.
Well, one of the things I like to do is I start with the mage skill. Like, what is your mage skill, and then I work back from that. So, the bottom right one. Let's have a look.
I have Firestarter, but I might switch that to Spark Generator.
Why don't you click that? Yeah, like the Spark Generator, and then do a bunch of spark stuff. That's a pretty good tactic. Yeah, because they don't tend to bunch up on this level. So, yeah, I mean, I think that was good for the one before. But yeah, that's very powerful. Firestorm, crikey, look at that.
Yeah, I have a couple Firestorms, and it usually works pretty good, but I haven't been getting them. So I've been. Let me give you
a hint here. So, the AI, as wonderful as it is rather vulnerable to terrain effects. Mm-hmm. It can be. So you've got a bracer in the middle of your screen. Let's have a look at that. You see the bracer.
The bracer, this one right here.
So knocking item. There's an arcane item. There you give that one below that. There you go. It's got acid blast and hotspot. That's offensive, but on this level, I don't think that's the problem. So I personally would take that because 8 points of damage. That's devastating for hotspot. That's pretty bad. And the acid thing is good too. Now Hyperhot said something interesting. I wanted to go back to. He said, blah, where am I? He said something interesting about Gary. He might have gone now.
Is he still there?
It was like a
No, maybe
dimension
he's-
swap where sometimes you have to play against Melvin or sometimes you have to play against Gary.
He said, actually, I think it would be cool to have a dimension shift where you change terrain via Gary. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. I think, I said to you before, we talked a lot about story. I think story is really interesting where it actually relates to gameplay. So having a story element like that related to gameplay, I think would be cool. I think John would shoot me if I asked him to do that because it sounds very difficult. So what have we got? What's going on with your cleric? What's he got? So you've got penetrating, so you've got bludgeon, violent swing. What's your cleric skill? Let's have a look at that.
Healing
So
spirit.
what are you? Healing spirit. Well, do you have many healing? See, do you have an altruism? You see, I'm a big altruism fan. I've got to tell you. Do you have altruism?
No, I have
I
holy
think altruism-
presence. All I have is holy presence. I don't have altruism.
Altruism is an amazingly powerful card that we had to nerf. Yeah, there's a bunch of armor on there, kobolds. I don't know if there's there.
I think because I like this. I like their melee attacks. I just haven't been. I
That's
think it was
pretty-
mostly the. I kind of want to. I think he needs more ranged attacks to deal. But I think
He
has
doesn't
some-
really have that many ranges. Let's have a look at his boots. Let's see what he's got. Because boots, he looked a bit underarmed to me at level. Like, I would argue that on this level there's not much movement, so you should be looking to have your armor. I would have the boots having at least 2 armor cards if possible, because a bunch of them do. So let's have a look at your boots on what you've got available, shall we? See if you've got any better boots.
Yeah. So I just gave him that one that has more armor on it.
There you go. Look at that. Go back there. That's awesome. Although they're not keep, right? So but they're still pretty decent. Let's look what else we've got. Okay, that's good as well. Oh, what was that one third from the right? That had some interesting stuff on it. Was it
The third from the right.
third from? Yeah, from the right. The next to the weird boots. Do you see? Next to that.
That one requires a power
The other
token.
Oh, does it? Okay, curses. Yeah, but
I'm
maybe
not,
that's
I'm not
what
there
it is.
yet.
You're not on that yet.
Not on the power tokens yet. I think these are good switches because I think now with the spark generator too, I think that's going to help.
Yeah.
So let's go for
What
it.
is your guy fully tooled up? What shield is your warrior got? Let's have a look.
I gave him.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of ones that had missile block, but I'm not getting any missiles, so I'm
Yeah,
switching to just the.
So what you're saying is you did really have the wrong equipment in the when you went in there.
I guess so. I guess that was the case.
You-
But that was
is at this point. Is at this point you should be writing an angry message on the Blue forums, accusing us of it's got parry. You see that parry is an unbelievably powerful card.
it is.
Yeah, Blue Manchu, your game is broken. It's unbalanced.
All right. Let's see what I got on the flop. Look at this. This is the problem, right? On my dwarf on the flop, 3 movement cards, no attacks. What is this? What are you doing to me?
No, that's your okay. Well, hold on. Charge is okay. First round, so charge is powerful as well. So you're fine. I mean,
I must be really delayed because I'm seeing all this like at least a couple minutes after you guys start doing stuff.
Yeah.
Try
it's-
refreshing. Sometimes that'll help if you refresh the stream. Shouldn't be that delayed, but usually it's about 5 seconds.
okay. U6 is saying the White Star module is a bit of a powered nerf now! Exclamation mark. It's hard, but did you notice that Melvin said that some players will win out of this? The player is supposed to die here. You don't have to play it. Melvin wins. I had a great conversation with my brother today where we were playing World Tanks and he said to me, thinking, it'd be an awful lot of me in Melvin. I was like, no, you're imagining it. This is my older brother. I'm like, no, you're imagining it. It was totally fictional. I made it all up. So good.
So I think it's time for another trivia question, Joe. If you can think of any, we'll happily take it. Otherwise, I have one.
I have. Oh, I've got. I mean, they may not get an answer to this. I'm going to ask it because
Good, yeah.
I'm excited about it.
It's time to get hard. We only have 2 more giveaways.
Okay, so one of the arguably other great role-playing game system of the early 80s was called RuneQuest. And RuneQuest was designed by a gentleman who then went on to be a very significant video game designer, and he worked on Age of Empires, and he was also one of the level designers on the original Quake. So I would like to know who that guy is. I met him once, and I had I had a nerdgasm, I have to be honest. I'll tell you all about it. I try to be cool. I'm not very impressed by famous people. I think it's kind of uncool to chase around off the famous people. But I met this guy in Austin in a lift, and I stuttered and said, "Are you? No, good guess. It's not Sid Meier." I went, "Are you?" So he said, "Yes." And I almost fainted. I hate job, but I did meet Sid Meier once, and I met him a couple of times. And Sid Meier is the nicest man you will meet. Not Steve Perrin. Sid Meier is the nicest man you'll meet in the video games industry. He is like your favourite uncle. He's like a kind of, he's like this sort of hobbit, very sort of nice hobbit type character. He's small and friendly and cheery and really unassuming and an absolute god of game design.
Joe, do you happen to know why we love so much that all of his games have his name on it? We think that every game should have people's names on it. Do you happen to know?
Why not?
Yeah,
because it really upsets the team.
just one person. If there's like 300 people working on it.
100 people working on one guy gets to go. It's my game. So not Steve Perrin, not Lord British, not John Carmack. Okay, this is a teaser. I can give clues in a minute if he'll get stuck. So the Sid Meier thing was a bit of an accident that his name was on it, and I think of all the people I've ever met who would be least happy about being the star of the show, it's actually Sid Meier. And you do see this happen a few times. And I'm trying to think of, other people who've tried to do this, but generally it hasn't really sort of caught on because it's such a team-based effort. So Greg Stafford, no, it's not Greg Stafford, but we're getting close. Greg Stafford was one of the other designers on RuneQuest, and for all the nerds out there, including myself, RuneQuest shared the same system with Call of Cthulhu, and they all worked on it, and it was a company called Chaosium. And Call of Cthulhu is the Lovecraft stuff. Do you know about this, guys? It's all based on writings to Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant because it's actually a very different RPG system. It's murderous. You die a lot. Actually, there's a little homage to it in Carver. I wrote a little homage where Melvin basically invites Gary. He pretends to be nice. He goes, Gary, I've been hard on you. Why don't you come and play this new game I've got? It's called. I think I call it Lovecraft's Lamentations. And he goes, you'll really enjoy it. It's really, just make sure to bring a couple extra character sheets with you. Because he, of course, died repeatedly in Call of Duty. Yay! It's AC4BC hasn't given us the correct answer. It is indeed.
Nice.
It's a legend. I mean, like, seriously, how amazing is that to work on two of the most iconic pen and paper RPGs, and then work on one of the most famous video games of all time, and then do something completely different, Age of Empires, which is arguably one of the greatest RTSs of all time. How awesome is that?
That's very awesome.
I met him, and I was a bumbling fool. I couldn't say anything. So, but I never want to lose that, right? Because I never want to lose that feeling, like, of meeting my heroes and going, realizing how lucky I am actually to meet them, and then being in awe of people's talent, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's a life and death struggle going on here. I'm just distracting everybody.
No. You're distracting so I can intently focus and not embarrass myself.
Thank you, AC from DC says, love the game, guys. Have been booked since bed and got several friends on it. That's very nice. You know what's really nice about this is the feedback we got from the fans has been unbelievable. Eric and I are on Twitter and forums all the time, looking at stuff, and people just genuinely seem to really like the game and say really kind and sweet things, and it's really heartening, It's all worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised that you guys don't have a subreddit. Like, we were just talking about that before we started the stream. That you do.
We do. There's not many people on it.
Oh, this is a perfect opportunity for everybody to find out that there is a subreddit for Card Hunter.
I go on it sometimes, and I used to give keys away and say hello and stuff. But there's probably only about 6 or 70 people on it. You know, here's a thing that we realised, and I talked to you about this at PAX, is that there are more games in existence than ever before, and so people have more interest to what to play, and so it's busy, it's crowded. Everyone's got tons of things going on. GTA came out this week.
It's interesting that we're looking at Hex is coming out soon, right? That's going to be going into beta for people that backed it, and then GTA 5 came out today or yesterday, and like just the degree of different games that are coming out, and people are choosing to play Card Hunter over any of these other games is awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. But you know, it's also the thing I've realised about the way that people play Card Hunter. Sort of, you know, I'm kind of obsessively, compulsively reading everybody's feedback. Is I think a lot of people like to play it for 15 minutes here and there. It's a game. What is that noise?
That's my cat. I'm sorry.
That was you emptying your money out on the table, Eric.
Well, I thought that someone had spilled all this shit. Okay, hold on. I think you're doing this on purpose. I'm gonna mute my mic. Otherwise, I
I was saying that people play Card Hunter in like little 15-minute segments, and they've got the window open, they're doing other stuff, and then they come back and they play something else, which is kind of cool, you know. I know why I do.
John has just lost the same.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
3 times.
You know, you need to go into multiplayer and rebuild your confidence.
No, the multiplayer, so I got stomped even worse.
This is a really hard adventure.
I'm gonna go mess up with Slubgut. Slubgut's got something coming, and it's called a knuckle sandwich.
Okay. What level are you? You could always go into.
I did that last time, Shaolo, and I got messed up. I just charged him and I tried to hold up on the stairs and nothing worked out.
Slubgut is also tough as well.
I'll murder Slubgut. I'll handle this.
Yeah, big up about Slubgut. Okay.
So there's some questions earlier, Joe, about physical merchandise surrounding Card Hunter.
Yeah. The people want it.
Yeah, they desperately want it.
I desperately
Because
want it.
it's funny, I've been talking and thinking about this very subject over the last 2 days. Because here's the thing: I went to PAX, and I was blown away by how much amazing merchandising people had. Like, the Behemoth had this incredible stand. You saw it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like, we saw it. Was like they had all these amazing they built like arcade cabinets and put Castle Crash in there, which is super awesome. But then they had this giant stand, and they were selling all this really cool, unusual merchandise. And I was chatting with Ken Levine, who we worked on Card Hunter, so on Bioshock with, and he was saying that they've just done all this Bioshock Infinite merchandising, and people really love it. And so I just thought, how awesome would it be to do some stuff for Card Hunter and then sell it and give it away? Because we did have these. You probably didn't see them, but at PAX last year we went, Ben did these incredible T-shirts that were basically they were vintage Dungeons and Dragons modules, like the modules. But the very early D&D modules were done in a two-tone, and so it was a pastiche of G1, G2, G3 against the Giants, and it was done in this kind of incredible light blue line, it was a light blue line color drawing, and it just looks so unbelievably cool. So I think we should do a bunch of things like that. Mm-hmm. we also have a very cool, my girlfriend came up with the best idea, which is to do some Manchu whiskers and to make them blue. You know, we were going to wear them to the conference. We're going to go to PAX East wearing our blue Manchu whiskers. I thought that could be kind of cool.
Yeah, people would.
Whoa! I just tuned into the racist part of this talk.
Is that right? It's not racist, is it? I mean,
Just the mustache style.
So John is Manchurian, so we can say that's actually there's a little known fact. That's why it's called Blue Manchu. It's because John's father was Manchurian, and he was from the Blue Clan. So there you go. That's there's a little bit of detail for you.
Trivia for the next time.
Now, do we have any more quests and tests to give out?
There's one more trivia question we can ask.
Okay, let me do some serious nerd research.
Oh God!
I'm glad that you came on because I was worried that we wouldn't have ones hard enough, but you're answering the task.
Well, it's going to take some while to top that. I'm now I'm now going through my extensive and deeply nerdy vintage RPG.
Don't you just have to like turn your chair and see your stack of?
Yeah, I do.
games?
I do. It's all here. It's all here. It's
I
makes
don't know. Maybe Joe and I could. Because I have some pretty good vintage RPG knowledge as well.
you do. Well, you have to be a dork to work on this project, Eric.
Well, yeah. Hey.
Specific about that, and I'm glad we were concerned that you were a bit too normal for a bit, but I'm